whoever is joining me this evening. I know a lot of you are probably at your family Christmas parties, hanging out with friends, doing all that fun stuff. Hopefully you were able to make it okay. This last day and a half has just been crazy when it comes to driving. The amount of people on the roads, the amount of accidents, and people who weren't able to make it to their destination is just heart-wrenching. The good news, if you had any travel planned for tomorrow or Monday, it's looking better. I wouldn't say clear, but better. All right, first things first. I know a lot of people are going to want to know, how cold was it? What are these wind chills we saw like? I'm going to go ahead and show you some of our peak wind gusts and also our lowest wind chills. All right, Ashland got down to 41 below. And also, guys, as always, I mention this every time I do one of these. If you have a question about the forecast in your area or something that I haven't covered, drop a comment and I'll do my best to answer. And also just let me know you're watching. It's Christmas Eve. Let me know I'm not alone out there. So yeah, 41 below was how it felt in Ashland. I was home in Bellevue actually yesterday. I know I made the trek. It was pretty dangerous, but we took the right precautions. It was 36 below was how it felt, and I gotta tell you, it was brutal. Brunswick not far off, 38 below in Mansfield, as well as Port Clinton, 36 below is how it felt as well. Take a look at the wind gusts. These are our peak wind gusts in certain areas. These were some of the higher ones. So in Lake County, Fairpoint, 74 mile per hour winds. Just to put that into perspective, these are of course sustained winds, but that's a Category 1 hurricane. Of course, you know, totally different scenario there, but just to show you how strong those winds were and damaging. I know we saw so many people without power. That's why. That's that threshold, 74 miles per hour. That's hurricane status, only if it were sustained. Thankfully, it wasn't. 65 mile per hour in Parma, 55 in Cleveland, 66 in Port Clinton, and Youngstown actually reached a new record cold for yesterday. They got down to 5 below. The last time it was that cold was 1960. It was -3 on December 24th, or 3rd, excuse me, 23rd. All right, so tonight we do have some weather alerts to let you know about. Thankfully, no blizzard warnings, no winter storm warnings. It's all about the cold tonight. Wind chill advisory is still in place. It goes until noon tomorrow. And the reason for that is our wind chills are still hanging out in the 5 to 15 below range. Winds are still very gusty. You can hear them just whipping if you've been inside, probably hitting your windows. And here's a look at where our wind chills are headed. I will tell you, improvements are on the way. Thank goodness, right? So we're about 10 below tonight. By tomorrow morning, we're going to be looking for single digits below. These are, again, our wind chills, because it'll continue to be gusty. Let's walk through hour by hour on Futurecast and talk about where our wind chills are headed. When we'll finally see wind chills above 0. Won't that feel nice, right? All right, well, tomorrow we're pretty much staying, I'd say, 5 to 10 below through the morning. So you're waking up Christmas morning. If the kids are up early at 6, here's a look at those temperatures. Anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees temperature-wise, and your feels like temperatures will be about 5 to 15 below. As you get towards the afternoon, improvements there. Temperatures finally get back into the teens. It'll feel about 0 to 5 below. And then about the time Monday morning rolls around, I know a lot of people have off work. Late morning, that's when I'm looking for temperatures to finally, our feels like temperatures finally start to cross over that 0 line. And then again, only going to be improving from there. Take a look at Monday evening. Temperatures, I think, on Monday will be in the low 20s. So the wind chill factor will still be in play. It'll still feel like single digits, but not as dangerous. You know, these are very dangerous wind chills we've seen the last day, and we will continue to see until tomorrow. As far as satellite and radar goes, a lot of improvement there. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. The snow showers you see here, I am watching this band of lake effect snow for one reason. We could see the potential of several more inches in Ashtabula and Lake counties as we get into our Sunday afternoon and evening. We're all going to have to watch the direction of the wind. Should we see a more westerly turn from that wind, that means that snow band could drop further south and more inland of course, raising those snow totals. So you could see a dusting or you could see 3 to 5 inches. It's all going to depend on that wind. So if you live in those areas, just be very weather aware and know that you could see reduced visibility, all the fun stuff that comes with lake effect snow. Let's go ahead and walk through Futurecast here. There's that band I mentioned, kind of hovers right around the lake shore through tomorrow afternoon and evening. The rest of us are still cloudy, but no real additional snowfall expected. Unfortunately, the wind gusts are continuing to be very gusty tonight through tomorrow. I'll show you those here in a minute. Here's a look at your Monday. Dry through the morning hours, a few spotty snow showers possible through the afternoon, and slowly warming both Monday and on Tuesday. All right, let's get to those wind gusts. This is another major portion of this forecast. Over the next 24 hours, here's where they're headed. We were seeing, 50, 60 mile per hour gusts. Tonight, they'll be in the 30s, and tomorrow afternoon, they'll be down into the 20s, and that will make all the difference for us. As far as additional snow accumulation, here's a look at that. I mentioned maybe a dusting for some of us, Cleveland, south towards Akron, Mansfield, really nothing impressive. However, look at the snow totals there in Ashtabula. This is from today through tomorrow evening. We're gonna just have to watch that band of snow. Should it sink south and inland, that's where we're gonna see those snow totals rise. But there is also the chance that we see just a few snow flurries, very light accumulation as well, I would say. Here's a look at your Christmas forecast. Christmas morning and evening. Still feeling about 10 to 15 below when you're waking up early. If you sleep in and don't head outside until the afternoon and early evening, it'll only feel 5 to 10 below. And that'll be nice. Temperatures will be about 15 degrees at that point. So I gotta say, I don't think it'll be the lowest or the coldest wind chill we'll see on our Christmas day. 32 below is what it was in 1983. The last time we saw temperatures like this and wind chills like this was 2004. You guys are saying you have trouble hearing me. My mic is on. My mic is plugged in. I'm not sure if it's anything on your end. I got a good check from my web person. So, yeah, it sounds like half of you can hear me, half of you can't. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably not on my end. But anyway, bitter cold tomorrow morning. Probably going to be about 10 to 15 below. So again, one of the coldest we've had in 20 years. Here's a look at your 8-day forecast for you. Winter is releasing its grip on us, guys. Can't wait for that. We are looking for the upper 40s and low 50s as we close out the year and head into the new year. However, while it will be warmer, it's going to be soggy. So plan on some rain showers. We're watching a frontal boundary approach. Going to continue to watch the timing on it. We should be able to clean those 20 to 40% chances of rain up as we get towards probably the middle part of next week. But just be very weather aware. The roads are still pretty rough out there. The biggest trouble I think I had today were the drivers going a little too fast. Everybody's in the same boat these next couple days trying to get to their destination. So just watch out for one another, take care of each other, and take care of yourselves on the roads. Make sure you're staying nice and warm as well. Other than that, if no one has any questions regarding the forecast, I mentioned chance of snow in the snow belt. Very cold through tomorrow afternoon, some improvements Monday and Tuesday. Other than that, it's kind of the gist of it. I think we're all kind of prepared at this point for the cold because it's already been here for about 36 hours at this point. So have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, guys. Take care.